Let me get. You're having
just-in-time accessories. Definitely have the bling and everything in between. TeAma Copeland is your independent paparazzi agent. Join her live online Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join her on Facebook at TeAma Sweetness Copeland or her fan page, Just-in-Time Accessories. Or you can find her on YouTube at Teama Herice. That once again is Just-in-Time Accessories. Everything is only $5. Nickel and lead-free jewelry. TeAma Copeland, independent paparazzi agent. Just-in-time accessories. Definitely have the bling and everything in between. Check her out.
this podcast.
The Shepherd's Heart AME Church of Royal Palm Beach. Contemporary worship for this present age. At the Shepherd's Heart, we're centered on Christ, focused on family, and united in love. We are a come-as-you-are church. No dress code, no judgment, no kidding. The Shepherd's Heart AME Church, where the pastor is yours truly, Reverend Liam South. We're an out-of-the-box ministry. Come, break out of the box with us.
Madam, repeat that.
Make sure you go over to Goalie.com
Right.
and get your Goalie gummies today. They have 3 selections, 3 choices to choose from. They have the apple cider vinegar, the ashwagandha, and new, they now have the superfruit. In addition to going over to GoalieGummies.com, make sure you use the A.T.L as your discount code and receive a huge discount. It supports the channel and the podcast. In addition to all of that, the gummies, they're a source of antioxidant. They have vitamins B9, B12, promotes general good health, helps improve your daily health, contains pectin, a source of dietary fiber, uses pectin as a natural prebiotic to support the healthy gut and immune system, includes the mother, a healthy strain of bacteria, antioxidants, and enzymes. Mask the unpleasant taste of the apple cider vinegar. It's simple, it's delicious, it's Goalie.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Welcome. Welcome to this episode of the Anthony Brown Show presents the A.T.L. I'm joined tonight by my very beautiful, TeAma Sweetness.
everybody.
You can't even say they're very pregnant no more. Oh my God.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Had to take that out of the introduction.
But very big though.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. And we also have the bold, the beautiful, the luscious, the traveling around the world, Miss P. Savage.
Good evening, everyone. She ready.
Okay. Yes. We had two other people with us. I don't know what happened. I guess they lost their signal or whatever, but they'll be joining us shortly, momentarily, which was Legacy the Great and Don Allen Lowe. So as soon as they get back on here, we'll proceed. Tonight's topic is, why is the Black household so divided? Why is the Black household so divided? And before we get into tonight's topic, I just want to say congratulations to Miss TeAma for being a new mother.
Thank you.
She got a baby, y'all. I can't believe it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Honey, I feel better than the inside. That had to be the biggest.
She had been talking for the longest that she wanted to evict him from her belly, so she did just that. So TeAma's a new.
Let me tell you, I swear, I got asked the dumbest junk. Somebody tried to tell me on this podcast, we had a conversation to where Wick was with me at the hospital when the only person that was on the phone with me was Anya.
Was your best
That's
friend?
me, y'all. If y'all don't know who Anya is, that's me.
Yes, T. Savage, a.k.a. my bottom beef from the 4th grade.
Hey.
Got bigger balls than half of y'all niggas out there, so she probably would.
Big kahunas.
But her kahunas was at the top.
I was just mad.
Oh, yeah. Woo! They huge. Jesus. Look, I like this camera because it's like an illusion. I look flat chested, right?
Okay.
I ain't got no chest, baby. That's the top part.
You step back about 2 inches.
Look, you know what? Just a little bit. God damn.
They say, "Oh, look at those pillows."
Mama, you got milk?
Okay.
Yeah.
Baby, I ain't had, listen, these recipes over here, they like the desert. It's dusty.
Oh.
Powdered milk. It's powdered milk. Baby.
Not powdered, dried up milk.
Powdered up, dried up, all that.
Okay. I just want to remind everybody while we're waiting on Legacy and Don Allen to return, that definitely hit that subscribe button. We need you guys to subscribe. It costs you nothing to subscribe. It costs you not one single penny. So please hit the subscribe button. We appreciate it. Not just subscribe, but also hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever we go live. So definitely subscribe, hit the like button, and when you hit the like button, that lets other people find us and let YouTube also promote and advertise for us. And definitely comment below. When you comment below, we'll see your comments live on the screen, and we'll respond to your comments accordingly. Again, I'm the Anthony Brown Show. You can find me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, as well as Twitter under the Anthony Brown Show. Now, there's an issue going on right now. I can't see the comments from Facebook still. And I'm working on that, trying to get that fixed with support. So if you have comments on Facebook, we can't see them. So come over to YouTube. I'm going to put the link in the description in the comment section so that those of you that are watching us from Facebook, you can click the link and it'll bring you over to YouTube, and we'll be able to see your comments. So let me just get that link for you real quick. Just 1 second. Welcome back, Don Allen.
Hey, good to be back. How are you doing? Hold on, let me turn my. All right, there we go.
Hold on, let me get this. I'm trying to get this link for them on. I put in the comment section.
You see, Tony, you see, I don't have to wear the baby cap. because my hair's actually done.
But I'm trying to type. I'm sorry, I don't type as fast as my son. You know, he's the second fastest in the world.
The shade.
Apostle John Allen, you look nice with a haircut.
My hair's not cut.
It's not? What is it, twisted?
Uh-huh.
You didn't get the edges done?
I did, but that was like a week ago.
That's a haircut.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Now I see what you're saying. Yeah, I got shaved and everything. Yep.
That would be a shave and a cut, sir.
You got beautified.
I did. Okay. I was tired of looking like an orphan child that nobody wanted, so I had.
That's what that song. Sometimes I feel
like a motherless child. Yes, that's exactly how I felt.
We is not taking the show in that direction tonight, please.
Okay.
Like a motherless child. Yeah, that's not my calling. Okay.
Well, you sounded pretty good tonight. Although it's not your ministry, you did sound pretty good tonight.
You did.
Well, thank you, Anthony Brown. I'm honored to hear that coming from you.
Okay. Welcome back, Donna.
I'm glad. I'm happy to be back. God bless you.
Okay, I'm still trying to wait for Mr. Legacy, the great, to come in. But like I was informing everybody, tonight's topic is why is the Black household so divided? And it's very interesting because what made me come up with this topic is I was just sitting back basically. I was asking my panelists for ideas, and as I was asking them for ideas, this dropped in my shando, this dropped in my spirit. And I was like, you know, the Black households are, or appear to me, to be so divided. And partly why I think it is because of the fact that a large percentage of Black households are fatherless. That's one. Two, a lot of Black females are so headstrong and to the point where they feel they don't need a man. You know, I don't need no man. I got this. You know, I'm the child, mama and daddy. You know,
nailed it.
You know, and as a man, is that what you tell yourself 3 o'clock in the morning when you need that itch? Hello. You on mute.
That itch.
Lately, it's been itching, brother.
You know, so yes, we do need her, in my opinion. But I want to talk about it. I just want to know from the panel here and from the viewers in the comment section. Please definitely comment below and let us know how you feel and what you think about this topic. You know, why is the Black household so divided? Well, I mean, what do y'all think?
So that.
Let me piggyback off that. Let me go ahead and say what I think. Get my thoughts out of the way. I 100% agree with you when it comes to the lack of the father figure in the home, because I grew up without a father, and so I do understand. And my mom was on that same logic. I don't need no man. I don't care about having no man in my life. I'm the mama and I'm the daddy and I'm it, and I don't need no man in my life. That's it. That's just it. I'm gonna be his daddy. I'm gonna teach him what he need to know and da 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 da. But there's a song that Jill Scott sung, and the name of the song is "The Fact Is." If anyone has ever heard that song, in the song she says that I could teach him how to stand, I could teach him how to walk, I could teach him how to crawl, but I can't teach him how to be a man.
Okay.
There's only so many things that I can teach a child, even when it comes to, even if it was a man in the house with girls. I believe women need to have a father figure to show them how they should be loved, how they should be treated, so that they don't, when they grow up, they don't feel like they can just be with any and everybody. Because if you have a father in the home showing you love, a man showing you love all the time, you'll be like, okay, well, this is how I'm supposed to be treated. And then the same way with having a man with boys. If you have boys growing up in the home and you're treating the wife right in the home, that'll show the boys how to treat their women. But when you don't have that,
he'll just become a product of his environment because he'll duplicate what he sees.
Right.
You know.
Right.
What do you think, Anya? I mean, Savage.
The reality to me is the part you said about men not being in the house because they can't handle the woman. There are a lot of men that are insecure, okay, and they can't digest an independent, strong woman. You got to be a strong man, a man that's secure to be able to shut up. I'm talking to be able to handle a strong woman. You have to be able to match her strength. Because if you weak, you will not last. Only the strong survive when it comes to independent women. Because you got to know she wants you, but she don't need you. She wants you, but she don't need you. And will be just fine without you. Period. Now you can speak, Legacy. Because I'm done.
What do you have to say, TeAma? Hold on, TeAma.
But don't need you. I want you and don't need you.
And Mr. Legacy?
I just the night I don't.
What?
Somebody got an echo. Somebody.
That's Don Allen.
I was on mute.
That's Don Allen.
You can't be on the show and listening at the show also. So turn your device off. You can't be on the show and listen.
That's Legacy. That's Legacy.
Lexi?
Yes.
Go ahead and continue.
I just it's way more than that.
Well,
I'm just there's nothing wrong with a woman being strong. There's nothing wrong with a woman being a leader in the family. But I don't really want to get in the battle tonight because I just know that individuals
What's your opinion?
I just feel like it's more than that. I feel like when people get to you don't see white women and every other race of women are pretty much in unison with their man in the household. You don't see white women, Asian women, pretty much most Hispanic women talk. They don't need a man in their house. You don't never hear them openly say idiotic shit like that.
Right.
Yes, we know that you are a human being and you can take care of your household. But even with that being said, you don't publicly see these races of people talking about they don't need a man in their household. That right there does not exist. That don't exist in those other family households. Only black women walk around talking about I want you, but I don't need you. This is why most men feel the way that they feel about women. And I'm not talking about bitches and hoes tonight. I'm talking about women. Because most women that are African American have somewhat of a bitter taste in their mouth from either previous relationships, bad baby daddies, and things of that nature, to where they don't even understand if a person, like Anya said, oh, if you don't match me, I'm sorry. If we go do the numbers in society, black males are targeted harder than anybody else on the planet. So that means that they are at more risk of being, at more risk of being incarcerated and adding felonies to their records. So at that rate, vast majority of women graduate high school, graduate college, and get better jobs than their man or their counterpart due to that reason alone. And then when they get into a household with black men, they want to dictate what can and what can't go on in that relationship. And I'm not talking about cheating, ladies. I'm not talking about cheating. I'm just talking about how this man wants his children to be raised and structured. We have more interference of black women interfering with how black children should be raised in a household than we do in vast majorities of other nationalities. What the dad said in the household goes is head, body, which is women, head is man, body is women, and children are everything. And I don't want to accord with how things are going to go on in your house before you even have kids. You know, these are things that you have to discuss because you might be a person that don't think that children need to be spanked. He might be a person that believe in giving out ass whipping. So now you're at a conflict with raising your kids, and the house is going to be divided.
Same thing with religion, a difference of opinion. Now, this is the part I don't understand. And
so I just feel like
this is the part I don't understand. I remember back 10, maybe 20 years ago, even as they say, go even back further back, even to like slavery days, where women, they look forward to having a man. They look forward to having a husband. They look forward to carrying your last name. They look forward to, you know, we being a family. We doing this, we doing that. You know, and it was no issue. You know, we share crop. We planted fruits and vegetables. You know, we raised this family together. That was slavery days, and even coming up back in the 70s, I remember as a child seeing mothers and females again. You know, this is my husband. You know, they wasn't 40 and 50 years old saying this is my boyfriend. They was 30, 40, and 50 saying this is my husband. You know, and they was proud to say that. You know, proud to carry, you know, his last name. But nowadays, it seems like the tables have turned. And I just want to, you know, understand, you know, where did the tables turn? Why did the tables turn? You know, what was wrong with what we had compared to what we have currently? You know,
I think the problem with what was wrong with what we had was I'm going to look from the side of the female. I think the problem with what we had was that it was so patriarchal, and the thing was a lot of women weren't allowed to find their voice. A lot of women weren't allowed to be what they wanted to be, to have their careers. A lot of women weren't allowed to. They basically, a lot of men were still in that patriarchal mindset of, I want you to stay barefoot and pregnant, have all my children, stay at the house, and if you do get a career, even though we both work, I want you to come home and cook and clean up too. Even though we both got a job, you got to come home and cook and clean up. When you know, the man could have simply, if he didn't know how to cook, tell her, teach me how to cook, so that I can help and be a help to you, and we can help one another. But it was more of a patriarch. So that's why I think a lot of women are, especially black women, are stepping back from that, because it was a very patriarchal, very man-driven. The women were in the background. You have no voice. You have no feature. You're not the featured player. You're the background player. You're the sidekick. And so I think a lot of women wanted to get away from that. And so that's where a lot of that is coming from. It's not just because they just want to be, oh, I'm just so powerful and I'm just so strong and da-da-da-da, because a lot of times women have had to make their voices known, because a lot of men have, and I'm not going to lie, because I've seen it happen. With my grandfather, with other men, they basically was telling the woman, you gonna do what I say, and that's it, and we gonna run this house the way I say we gonna run it, and that's it, and it's done, and we ain't gonna do it now another way. And so a lot of women got fed up with being, like I said, the sidekick and the background player.
Being the Robin to his Batman.
Right, basically. And that's what happened in society.
Well, Miss TeAma, your face is talking tonight. Your facial expressions is telling it. Girl, you got something to say. You know, your face is communicating to us. What is your face telling us?
Me?
Yes. What's going on? What are you feeling?
Anya, you got it.
No, TeAma.
He didn't ask me. He asked TeAma. He didn't ask his daddy.
TeAma, what is your face telling us?
First of all,
yes.
Like literally, half of these fuck boys. How somebody even going? The man's supposed to be the lead. You can't even lead yourself. So what makes you think a female's gonna follow you? So get them some gummies and they gonna get it together.
Okay.
I just don't know. When I tell you, I totally do not know.
I don't have a problem with following my man if he's going in the right direction. I'm not gonna follow your stupid ass off no cliff.
Right.
That's what I'm not about to do.
Exactly.
Right. Exactly.
When my husband would tell me, "You're supposed to be submissive," I said, "So you can leave me in a ditch, nigga? Please." Had me hanging off the side of a mountain talking about, but I'm following him.
I can't with you. I'd refuse to. You are a few short and a few shy.
I'm not. I'm just telling it like it is.
This is one piece of advice I often give a lot of women of today, of modern day, that's strong and independent and that's boisterous and this and I got this, but they still want to have a man. I said, first of all, men are stupid. So what you got to do is, if you get with a man, you got to make him think that he's in control.
He's in charge. Yep.
Make him think that your ideas are his ideas, so that when he present your ideas to you, go ahead and implement them. But they were your ideas all along. So if you let him think that he's in charge, think that he's the leader, think that he's the king, and they could have been your ideas all along, everything is hunky-dory.
We have egos. Men, we have egos.
It's kind of like taking a road trip from, let's say, here to the other side of the country.
Right.
A man ain't gonna ask for directions. The man gonna get lost and run in circles 10 times before he asks for directions. Y'all pass by that same palm tree 13 times before he asks for directions.
And the woman could be sitting there saying, didn't we cross that palm tree about 5 times? Yeah, can you stop and ask for directions? No, I'm not going to stop and ask for no directions. I know where I'm going. I know exactly where I'm going. We have egos. Don't forget, as men, we have egos. Mm-hmm. It just comes with the territory. And sometimes you got to stroke our ego in order for you to get what you want. You got to stroke that ego. Make it, like Tony said, make it feel like, even though it was your idea, be like, baby, you were right. Yeah, that was a good idea you had. That was real smart. Exactly. Knowing the whole time it was your idea.
Are you back with us, Legacy?
Yeah.
Men are the type of creatures. Go ahead, Legacy.
No, you got it. Go ahead, Savage.
Go ahead. I can wait.
The floor is yours, dear.
Men are the type of creatures that you can tell them something on Monday, and they'll come back on Friday and come up with the same thing. They'll disagree with you when you say it on Monday, but then on Friday they act like they came up with it themselves and forget You just mentioned this on Monday. It wasn't a good idea on Monday when it came out your mouth. Well, now it's coming out of my mouth. It's a good idea.
That's called stroking his ego. You got to stroke his ego.
I'ma stroke it. I'ma stroke it.
You know what? You got problems.
Get your mind out the gutter now. I guess this made it worse, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe this would be no. Sorry, y'all. I'm deprived over here. I'm sorry.
Oh Lord.
It's me, I just think it's more or less, far as that what I said earlier. But women want to be looked upon and treated as queens. And ain't nothing wrong with that. That should be allotted to everybody that's a woman. But at the same time,
let's come on.
At the same time, women should understand that every black man or whomever you decide to be with was not taught and raised to be a king. True. They didn't have an easy life pretty much as you didn't have an easy life, being an African American in America. So sometimes you have to deal with, I didn't say all the time, sometimes you have to deal with the 60-40 or the 70-30 in order to, like Tony saying, nurture their thought processes in order to go ahead and read that on you.
Anya, you must be muted.
You muted.
I heard you. Give me a second and move this fat thumb, okay? I got sneaker bar fingers and fake nails. Tony hit it on the head. Women have been leading all the time. We are the head. They are normally on the side telling us what to do. That's been my experience and what I've witnessed. Come on, y'all. Hey, come on.
What's up, Kamal?
So, with that being said, come on, y'all are right. So, I mean, if you have someone that you feel that you can invest and make a better person, then don't be, if the man is outside the house already dealing with bullshit every day at work with other people, the neighborhood, he got people on his back, we know who we're talking about, on his back all the time. He shouldn't have to come home and deal with headaches.
Right.
He's not from his woman.
But
not from his woman.
If that's the case, if he's doing his job, he won't come home to no headache from his woman.
If he what are you?
If he's dealing with, if he's doing what he's supposed to do, he won't come home to headaches.
Pretty much.
My husband, I'm just gonna put it out there. Crazy. My husband tell me the same thing. I gotta go to work and do these people and this, and you come home with doctors who don't supposed to do in the house. Then you wouldn't hear my mouth. You would not hear me.
But with that, there comes compromise.
But what is the compromise, Legacy? What is the compromise when the woman always has to compromise, though?
Well, what Savage was saying is
she always has to be the one to check her feelings back.
Savage said coming home and not doing the things that you're supposed to do. Those are things that can be compromised upon at the house.
Like what?
Whatever the situation is at home. I don't know what the situation is.
Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
Yes, please.
Let's get into it. A kiss, a hug, a hunch. Okay? Those things we ain't compromising on.
Bitches on your phone. We ain't compromising on that shit neither.
Listen, I'm gonna just be me personally. I'm just not a person that every time I see my woman, I want to pat on her ass or give her a kiss.
It had to be that, but it shouldn't be 32 weeks since the last time you patted a booty crack.
Really? I'm very touchy-feely. So that's
but that's you, Don Allen. You don't. Let's just be honest. Because you was raised completely about a woman, you are in touch more with your feminine side. Am I right or wrong?
Totally wrong, because I was actually raised by my uncles. I was raised by a family full of men. I wasn't raised by my mom. I was with my uncles more than I was with my mom.
But for some odd reason, you're in touch more with your feminine side, or let me say not feminine. Let's say sensitive. Let's say sensitive.
This is called the feminine side because everybody has a feminine and a masculine
Everybody
side.
has a feminine and a masculine.
Okay.
But I don't think that's what it is. It's just I'm just more. I guess you would say. I believe in whoever I'm with. I'm more affectionate. I just believe in affection. That's all.
Okay.
That doesn't make it feminine. That's just I believe in affection.
But D-Lo, everybody is not that way. Some people have went through some shit in their lives that have hardened them to the point to where they're not that affectionate. They may not show that. They may not show that type of affection, but their love shows that they love you.
Right. That's true. Because
as a man in a relationship with a woman that he desires, he needs to show affection. It don't have to be every minute. It don't have to be every minute every day.
Right.
But you gotta show. I have to know.
Yeah. Legacy.
You mean to tell me you wouldn't feel some type of way if you lived in the house with your partner, your spouse, y'all didn't sleep together in months? Oh, but the people that might bother me, they ain't got nothing to do with me right now.
Savage, that would be a problem for me. But
that's all we're saying, Legacy. You're in denial and you saying no. But that's all we're saying. It should take 30 days before you have to touch me.
There are people that like when they go to bed at night, they like to snug up under their significant other.
Not me. Get off of me. I'm trying to sleep.
I gotta go to fucking sleep.
That's me, but that wasn't him.
Yeah, put your feet on me or something.
Some people they foot got to touch the other partner.
That's me. That's me. But don't be all up under me. I need. But you got some people, like I just said, who have to have that. I need to lay on you, and it becomes a problem because if you like me and Anya, just touch my damn feet.
But see,
don't even bother me. Just stay on your side of the bed, bro.
See, I'm the type of person.
I wouldn't get down none neither.
See, I'm the type of person. I'm huggy quarterly when I go to sleep. But once I fall asleep, I separate.
I've never told him. I've never said it out of my mouth.
I'm the same way.
Hey, get off of me. But in my mind, I'm thinking.
I'm like this. But once I go to sleep, I'm like,
I'm like, please get away from me because now you're hot and you bothering me and your body heat is getting on my nerve. Now I'll go to bed like Tony said. I'll go to bed like this. I'll be holding you, but soon as I feel like I'm getting ready to go that deep sleep, I'm like, hey, move over.
I don't know how people go to sleep with somebody laying on their chest and I can't have that. It drives me crazy.
So you take their goodies
I
and you
love
kick
it.
them to the curb, basically.
I can't use TeAma.
I say so you take their goodies and kick them to the curb.
No, we sleep in the same bed.
Here you go, Legacy. Hold up. We sticky. Get off of me. What? What? But see, let me tell you what my husband used to do to a boy that he would have on a ceiling fan, the house AC, and a stand-up fan. There'll be 2 fans and the AC running, so we wouldn't sweat, so we could be. And I'm like, because the thing about men is, you tell them one time, okay, can we ease up on the color, and they stop doing it all together.
But see,
because I think that's just something.
That's the thing.
I think that's just something with us.
Compromise.
Yeah, I think that's just something with us men. If we're up here trying to show you affection, and then you tell us to stop, and it's too much, I'm gonna stop altogether, and you ain't got to worry about it no more.
Yep, my husband was like that. Like there was a time when he cooked the meal.
I ain't gonna beg you to give you attention.
So basically, you turned him into the monster he is because you didn't want to be affectionate. Is that what I'm hearing?
Me? Talking to me?
Uh-huh.
No, because I never told him that. He didn't know that. If he know, he know because he watching the show secretly. But I never told him that. Because he's the type of person, if he cook a meal and you say, oh, baby, you use too much salt in this, well, fine, I just won't cook for a while. And he just won't, he that type. So if he made a steak and it tastes like meat, my daughter be like, Mom, it tastes like meat. It don't taste like nothing, just meat with no seasoning. Baby, don't say that because you know he'll stop cooking. Go get some salt in the kitchen and put it on there.
Y'all a mess.
Well, that's the truth, though.
Stroking his ego.
Right. I used to make my husband think his food was the best thing since sliced bread.
When you say, how is it? You say, baby, this is the best. It's so good.
Yes, the best thing since sliced bread. I don't want you to catch my attitude to stop cooking for me because I ain't finna cook. So, unless we DoorDashing and Ubering every night, which we did a lot of times, but
I got so lazy. That's all I want to do.
Oh, no, not no more. Because when I start looking at them bills, and them bills start adding up from that DoorDashing, and now I go and buy chicken, I go and buy what's never, and now I'm cooking. I started about even now. I got an air fryer, I got a crock pot. What I can't put in that crock pot and put in that air fryer ain't gonna be cooked.
You know what though? I have an air fryer. I have a crock pot. I even have they call it a pressure cooker that's still in the pack that I got for Christmas. I don't even use it. It just the stuff is sitting there. The most I use is the air fryer because it's easy. You can do some old fried food that you want to heat up, throw it in there, and it's fresh. Other than that, I don't use that stuff. The pressure cooker or whatever, it's still in the box. I didn't even open it.
Well, you donate your air fryer to me.
I use the air fryer. That's the only thing I use. I think that pressure cooker is still in the box from December.
You can bless me with the quick pot then.
Huh?
You can bless me with the quick pot then.
Now, I used to use the crock pot when he was here.
I'm not talking about the crock pot. I'm talking about the quick pot, the pressure cooker. It's called a quick pot.
Whatever the thing is, I don't even know what to do with it.
Anyway,
make cereal.
Okay. Before we go any further, T Savage has an announcement. Something that we're going to implement and start doing here on the show.
Good evening, America. We're going to start doing a portion of the show called Dear A.T.L. And we're going to have you guys write or email us. You're going to email us, and you're going to give us your story or different things you need advice on, kind of like Dear Abby or, something like that, strawberry letter, stuff like that. So you're going to email us at TheAnthonyBrownShow@gmail.com. You will remain anonymous. We will never put your name out there. We have our privacy clause.
Unless you want us to. We have a privacy clause we're going to create. So we're not going to give your name, but you're going to email us your issues. I already have the first person that's going to be, their letter is going to be on our show. I'm going to send the email out, and I should have that email by Friday. Hopefully we can address it on Dear A.T.L. Okay? Mm-hmm. If you have any questions, please email TheAnthonyBrownShow@gmail.com. We will get back to you hopefully within 24 hours.
Say it again.
Say what again? The whole thing?
Gmail.com.
TheAnthonyBrownShow@gmail.com. .com.
Being nasty.
Legacy, are you overdue? You can't be overdue like me. You acting like you're overdue. I got a reason to talk like this. I need an outlet. What show is you?
Y'all better stop. Legacy's gonna explode over there.
Legacy.
Cover your camera. Cover your camera.
What's the excuse? I tell them for you.
I don't have one.
I just want to reiterate what Savage just said. If everybody who has any issues going on in their life, good, bad, indifferent, and you just want some advice, whether you want to remain anonymous or not, definitely send your emails to us at TheAnthonyBrownShow@gmail.com. We will read your letters. We will respond here on the show live. We will read your letters. So it's like this. It's like a Dear Abby. It's like a Dear Lovely Heart. Dear Strawberry Letters. Same concept. But we've been getting a lot of people saying that we give such great advice here on the show, and they love our show, especially when we do relationship type shows and topics. So, but they don't want to, be known and don't want to put their business out there, and they want to be on down low, hush hush or whatever. So, by all means, we understand that and we respect that. So, send us your letter.
This particular person. Oh, sorry, my bad. I swear you was going out because I know you were still talking.
Mm-hmm.
This particular person is gonna email it to me.
That's fine.
And then I'm gonna send it to you.
And then you'll read it Friday. Okay.
Absolutely. And I'll make sure I enunciate. And I won't read fast. And I'll take my goals out so you can understand me clearly.
Okay.
So what we gonna call this letter?
Dear A.T.L.
Dear A.T.L.
Dear A.T.L. Ho?
Dear A.T.L.
I'm pretty sure I said Dear A.T.L., but I mean, maybe you need to come borrow some of these Q-tips to clean your ear out because I didn't say nothing about no hole.
You might need to enunciate some more for him.
I wasn't on here when you said
A as in apple, T as in Tony, L as in letter. Dear A.T.L., comma.
Y'all so damn crazy.
Oh, Legacy, come on, man.
He is a whole mess.
He a whole and a half.
A whole mess.
That's a mess and a half. Almost equivalent too.
Hey, listen, before we go on, I want to tell y'all this crazy thing that Tony did yesterday.
Okay.
So what the hell?
That's your macaroni.
That look dry. I don't like dry macaroni.
That look like that's in the category with a potato salad with the raisins.
Oh, who made that?
Ooh.
When you and Donnell talk about the macaroni, I went and found a picture.
Listen, I can't say nothing because I have never made macaroni in my life. Ever.
So you're lying through your face off your face.
Legacy, go and tell me why.
Why do I gotta be lying, Tony? You ain't even let me.
Well, we gotta start it off with this. See what had happened was now it's a lie.
I can't start mine off like that. That's a lie. I'm finna
I
tell
already
you.
started off. Go ahead, sir.
I'm finna tell you what went on. So as I'm at the store yesterday.
But why are you dry snitching though?
No. He already know that I told him that I was gonna tell him. I told him. So Tony said that they were coming out, that Burger King was gonna come out with a new hamburger. What is
and they got my damn money already.
Shut up.
So Burger King said, this is what I got from Tony, that Burger King said that they were supposed to be coming out with a new Whopper called Pussy Hole. Pussy Hole Whopper. So
I know you fucking lies.
Listen, they were supposed to be making the Whopper in the shape of the vagina. So I was like, hold on, you told me to tell the story.
No, Donnell, I'm blowing bubbles.
Oh.
I forgot to mute my mic. I'm sorry.
So I was like, what? He was like, yeah, he was reading that Burger King supposed to be coming out with this new thing called Pussy Hole Whopper. Not Pussy Hole, Pussy Hole Whopper. Like it's a whole Whopper. So I was like, you crazy. So he was like, watch. So I told Tony that I was going to do a survey while I was at the store last night of people who would have bought the Whopper. People said that they were interested in going to Burger King, buying the pussy hole Whopper. I said, what? Was they not interested in buying that, Tony?
Before we go any further, let's do a survey here on the screen. Let's see a show of hands of how many people believe that this came from me, and how many believe that this story actually came from me. Raise your hand. Now, how many people believe that this story actually came from Legacy? Raise your hand.
Hold on, wait a minute. Let me raise my leg too, cause
you know what? And you know what he said? He told me that now one of y'all wasn't gonna believe me when I told this story. He told me that. So I know anything that go on, I have to remove myself completely out of it, cause y'all gonna believe anything he say.
And that's not true. Oh my God, Legacy.
That don't even sound true. That sounds.
You see how it's because they don't know that they wasn't on the phone last night. They don't know.
The best thing about us being on this podcast and being in different locations is when that lightning bolt comes through your window, it's only gonna hit you.
It ain't hit me that time yet.
It ain't gonna come all the way to Texas and get me. All right. I'm further than all of y'all. It ain't gonna come over here and get me. It would have to come all the way to the Southwest.
Lying for no reason.
So Tony, people weren't interested in pussy hole Whopper.
Hell no.
So they weren't interested last night in pussy hole Whopper.
No, they were, but I said, was I? Yes, they were.
No.
They were very much interested.
Were the majority men?
Yes.
Let me tell you, this is why the black household is divided.
Why? Because of a burger?
I'm just saying. The fuck up. That's why.
Because of a burger.
No, because of the mind, the foolery, the fuckery.
Thank you. Thank you, TeAma.
Thank you.
I'm trying to get an understanding of how is it foolery and fuckery on an ideal.
So go pitch that idea to Burger King. Let's see what happens.
I told you that. As a Burger King, they're misrepresenting their company.
I didn't. They that's what they said.
That was fools that you was out there pushing.
It wouldn't have came to my mind had you never brought it to me.
I've never heard of that, Legacy.
You never heard of what?
All I know,
pussy hole burger.
They knew and breaded chicken. That junk is disgusting.
What?
They knew chicken sandwich.
Yeah, I don't like the chicken sandwich.
Like the bread, that shit is disgusting.
I haven't tried it. It's bad.
Don't waste your money. Get the regular chicken sandwich or you're done. Okay?
I need some help, y'all.
What do you need help with?
Taking these stupid lashes off to get some more put on.
Girl, go to sleep. Go take your ass all the way to sleep.
Why? I got compliments from these eyes, honey. Now that both eyes the same size.
Last time you had that infection with your eyes or the irritation, what did the doctor say?
The doctor said it was irritated, and she said when I come back off the trip, take them off. If they continue to be irritated, but they're not. My eyes look the same size tonight, don't they?
So what was causing the irritation? The lashes?
The lashes. Mm-hmm.
Is the meat lashes?
Anyway.
She said because my eyes not used to them. But they told me, women have told me, and the lady at the place said put baby oil on it to take them off. But I don't want to risk getting baby oil in my eyes.
But baby oil is not going to burn your eye. And a lot of people use baby oil to remove makeup. Because baby oil is an oil, and makeup is oil based. But oil fights oil.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna massage some oil in there because I want to get them redone tomorrow. So maybe I'll massage some oil in there.
And they'll actually just slide right off.
Yeah.
They'll slide
They
right off.
supposed to. It's been almost 2 weeks, but
put on some lashes a time.
No, you
listen,
gotta
they
remember.
lifting. They lifting a little bit, but you can't even tell. I can only tell when I
No,
put the
I
mirror
have not
close
put
up
on
like
lashes,
this.
Belle. You forgot I went to beauty school. I didn't finish, but I went. So I learned a thing or two. My mom was a beautician for 35 years. So.
All I know, them lashes don't work for me, so natural I go. Forehead, go ahead and all. Let go.
You got beautiful
Stay
forehead,
natural, baby.
sister.
Stay natural.
Thank
Stay
you.
natural.
I was trying something different, but I like it.
Girl,
Are they mink lashes, T Savage?
We'll be right back.
I was like, bitch, I'm gonna get all my life.
The Anthony Brown Show and the A.T.L Show now have merchandise available for purchase. You can purchase your merchandise at the link located in the description section below the video. We have male and female shirts, male and female tank tops, jerseys, hoodies, and onesies for your infants. Yes, everything you need in apparel, we have it here. The Anthony Brown Show, along with the A.T.L Show. The A.T.L Show shirts proudly say we are the blueprint, and the Anthony Brown shirts grind until you shine. Get yours today.
Just-in-time accessories definitely have the bling and everything in between. TeAma Copeland is your independent paparazzi agent. Join her live online Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join her on Facebook at TeAma Sweetness Copeland or her fan page, Just-in-Time Accessories, or you can find her on YouTube at TheAnthonyBrownShow. That once again is Just-in-Time Accessories. Everything is only $5. Nickel and lead-free jewelry. TeAma Copeland, independent paparazzi agent. Just-in-time accessories definitely have the bling and everything in between. Check her out.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I just want to remind everybody, definitely tune in this Friday. This Friday is our show that is the last show of the month. And as you all know, the last show of every month, we have Chatting with Friends on the A.T.L show. So definitely tune in on Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to the Anthony Brown Show and the A.T.L show, and for Chatting with Friends, where we have just random topics and random guests, random special guests. So definitely tune in Friday at 9 p.m. And boy, do we got some topics for you on Friday.
Ready.
And definitely go out and get your merchandise, because like I said, that definitely supports the show. And get your goalie gummies, which also supports the show. And we definitely appreciate that as well. So get your goalie gummies and get your merchandise. Mr. Legacy.
Yes, sir.
This topic, the black household being divided, I just knew that you of all people would have so much more to say.
It's just that most people don't. It's just a struggle. I mean, I just feel like, you know, we've been taught pretty much at least since the 70s. I can tell you that it has been a infrastructure that has been dividing the family. We could talk about how public housing came into the communities and divided the black household by allotting women with children, let's say it's women with a woman with my children, to where she can come in and get housing for the family, but the man can't be in there. So there's also an infrastructure that's been targeted for the Black household, to where, you know, when it comes to, you got a woman that got 2-3 kids and she's struggling to pay bills in the house, or they struggling to pay bills in the house, and someone comes along and say, hey, you can stay in this nice house under Section 8 housing and live comfortable in a nice neighborhood away from violence as much as you possibly can, and don't pay that much rent, and have other little stipends to help with lights and water bills, but she can't get any of those things due to the fact that a man lives in the house with her. So, I mean, when you take in consideration, that woman is gonna do what's best for her and her kids, and 90% of the time it's gonna be damn the dad, because he should be able to have somewhere to lay his head. Not, you know what, I'm not gonna take this housing because I prefer to live in the house with my husband or my significant other while we raise our kids together. So that right there has been one of the great divides, period. I'm gonna talk about me for a minute. I want to just tell everybody
I was just gonna bring it up
that I have went through the court system and bust their ass. Do you understand me? I won. Legacy the Great went through the child support, went through the courts to get the rights to my child, and I won it.
Congrats.
And it's thank you. But it's amazing how dealing with court systems, and since we're talking about structures of family, how the court system is blown away and amazed at when a father can go into a courtroom and present himself as a convicted felon, and still come out victorious. All glory to God first. Then it comes down to my body of work. And people don't understand that there are really no rights that a father has until he goes through this process. If you have a child out of wedlock, that process of going and getting your rights as a father is hell. I've been dealing with it for 7 months. Some people been dealing with it for 2-3 years. But to be able to go into that courtroom, and you shouldn't have to take a woman that you loved once in your life to court to be able to be a part of your children's lives. You shouldn't have to do that.
Right.
But I had to do it. And, you know, like I say, all glory to God first, but I had to do what I had to do. And women today, you know, this overly self-sufficient, I don't need. Could you just imagine, Tony, or the people, Savage and TeAma and Allen, could you just imagine if men walked around saying, I don't need a woman, but I need something I need to skeet in.
Pretty much that's what they say without saying it, though.
No. Men don't say that. Men don't walk around saying they don't need no woman.
That word I just said.
I didn't hear you say. I didn't hear you, TeAma.
I said they basically say that without saying it.
Who do? Men. Now we got mental telepathy. People on here that can do mental telepathy and read people's minds, and we got psychics. See, men.
If you got a girl that rides for you, but you fucking everything else, that's exactly what you're saying.
But that's been going on since the beginning of time. We don't talk about that.
Oh, here we go.
We've been talking about this.
Cue the violence. The men just the underdog with y'all dog.
I didn't say any of that. What I said was men don't walk around publicly saying they don't need a woman.
Just need something to skeet in so many words, that's what they say.
But there's a difference. But there's a difference from saying it and making somebody feel a certain type of way, verbally, mentally. Then you walk around, even if they are that egotistical.
So the problem is that you guys have a problem because the woman can actually show you. And
no, that's not a problem. That's not a problem. To be honest with you, that's fine. I'm okay with a woman saying she don't need nobody. That's her problem. Just don't call me when you get your head bashed in.
How you getting your head bashed in?
There are men that will bust your head open. We already done been through this before, and it may not happen right now, but there's somebody that will violently do something to a woman. They are all across the damn world.
Well,
they
Friday,
do it every day.
Friday, my brother is going to be on the podcast, and so is Wick. So, with that being said, I can't see the dynamic.
Well, you know I'm up for a challenge all across the board. That's what I do.
But listen, I just want to piggyback on what Legacy was saying earlier when he was saying that women have babies and they're being offered this situation where they can have either low-income housing or free housing and this and that. I remember back when I was working in retail, when I was working at Walmart, and this is so crazy. I'm standing behind the counter getting ready to cash somebody's check, and I could hear at least 5 females ranging between 13, 14, and 15 years old. Their children, 13, 14, and 15. 5 of them. 4 of them is pregnant. The 5th one is trying to get pregnant because they all heard that, girl, if I have a baby, I can get my own house. I ain't got to live in my mama's house. I get my own shit. I get my own place. Get my own that.
I would have beat their ass all the way up out the stove with a belt.
5 children. All best friends. It's like it was a little clique. Like they was challenging each other to get pregnant. And out of the 5, 4 was pregnant. 1 was trying to get pregnant. And they didn't care who the baby daddy was because it wasn't even about him. It was about me just having this baby and get my own place at 13, 14 years old.
So I can get loose and have 12 more kids.
No, so I can get government assistance, so I can get food stamps, so I can get housing, so I can get a check every month.
Just getting loose and having more babies, because ain't nobody there to raise them.
I was like, oh my God, these are kids, these are children. And they all said while I'm cashing this lady's check, I could hear the 5 children saying, girl, I can't wait to have this baby, I can get my own place and this and that, my appointment is next month, girl, they put me in my own place, da 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 da. And they're 13 years old, 14 years old, 15 years old, children.
Tony, where did they get the idea from?
I have no clue. But I would have beat
that. They got it from their mama. They got it from their mama.
We can't necessarily say that. We can't necessarily say that.
I believe.
Hey, Tony, hold on. Earlier, Tony, I heard you say that most men get that. First, Don said that a man need to be in the house so he can show a young man how to be a man, right?
Correct.
Right.
So being in the household with your parent and you hear those things, can you just imagine being in the household with a mother who's on that, who's already receiving this assistance and saying, I don't have to pay no rent because I got kids already and they give me a place to lay my head and stay. So guess what? If I hear my mama doing it or I hear my aunties doing it and my aunties got this big ass house, they got 9 kids, they got this big ass house that they don't pay but
and they only pay $50 for it.
But those gotta be some dumbass kids because you gotta be
but see, this is what you keep missing, TeAma. You sometimes you act like this shit don't happen for real.
You gonna sign on the lease if you 16?
Because it's called being emancipated once you have a child.
Right.
Child,
why are you yelling, Legacy?
Section 8.
I have to talk loud because it's low on my end, Savage.
It's not low on your end. We hear you.
You may hear me, but it's low on my end. That's why I'm talking loud. I ain't trying to talk loud. I wasn't talking loud at first.
They're not finna put you in no housing at no 16. I can
Yes,
tell you.
they do.
It may not be 6, but it might be
It's
low.
called being emancipated.
Listen, TeAma. When I was 16, I got emancipated from my mom, and I was able to get my own apartment at 16 years old because I had proof that my mom was abusive, and she was abusing me, and she was doing things to me, and I took her to court, and I got emancipated, and I became an adult at 16.
Housing.
When a young woman has a baby, they will emancipate you and put that because that makes her by making her a mom.
This was the conversation I was hearing.
Huh?
This is the conversation I was hearing. They were saying, "Girl, I can't wait," because they've already talked to a social worker. So I'm hearing them say, "I can't wait till I have this baby so I can get my own house." Because, girl, I got my appointment next week to get my place. So they were already having the conversation. Apparently, they've already talked to somebody in, whether it was housing, Section 8, or whatever, but they're getting a place that they can call their own when they had this baby. And like I said, they had a group of them. It was 5 of them. 4 was pregnant. And I'm like, oh my God, these are babies. Babies having babies.
And it happens every day.
But
guess what, Tony? It wasn't said, I'm gonna get this apartment, me and my kid's father are gonna live in this house and raise this child together. It was, I'm going to get my place so I can be, like Savage said, loose booted.
I don't remember using those terms, but okay. I found you, Miss Loose Booty.
But all I
think
if you got him kids, you gotta make
No, I can't.
Hold on. Let me hear what TeAma say.
What's that, TeAma?
I'm so over it. If you out here and you making these babies, why would you and a man need to be on housing?
They're not thinking about
it. Both of y'all ain't working the well. You feel
but hold on, TeAma. TeAma, let's base this off of what Tony said. Let's base this off of what Tony said. Tony said those 4 girls were 13, 14. Well, that means let's just hope that the individual that laid down with them little babies was close to their age, 14, 15 years old. So they pretty much are children themselves. So, of course, he can't be a man and do that. He got to finish school, too. So,
but when these girls was laying down with these dudes, like I said, based on the conversation I was hearing, it wasn't even about the boy. It was about them getting their own place and getting a check.
Yes.
So they weren't even considering, Pookie and Ray Ray coming in the house with them and helping raise this child. It was, I'm going to get my check. I have my own money.
And Ray.
I can do what I want to do. Those were children, so there was a child mindset, and that's all they were thinking about was getting a check.
Let me tell you, Tony, you call me and you see me when I'm with the baby. There's so many jets there that when I tell you, I be there from the morning to 6:30 at night.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch, I'm there till they kick me out. Tony will tell you, on real niggas, they kick me out. You gotta kick me out to leave my jet. Motherfuckers go 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Don't even check. Let me tell you, y'all's backwards as fuck to me. I don't get it, but okay.
But TeAma, this what I'm trying to get you to see. TeAma, if I'm automatically with one child and myself, if I'm automatically gonna get about $400 in food stamps, I'm automatically gonna get a stipend, which is about, let's say that they give you SNAP or what they call the cash assistance that the government give you.
TANF.
We talking about
TANF.
TANF. They're giving you about $300 in that in cash, and you get a Section 8 house for $1.30.
And you get Medicaid.
And you get Medicaid. So now you got the top of the line insurance that cover you and your child from here on out. And then you get what is called a stipend check that come right along and help pay your light bill every month. that the people at the front office give you towards your light bill every month. You think that they going somewhere?
What's their number?
So it ain't no need. So with that structure, it ain't no need. Let somebody come in there and tell that girl, listen, we've been watching for the last 6 months. Little slit smoke done been staying here for about the last 6 months.
Not slit smoke.
Yeah, we've been seeing little slit smoke go in and out of your apartment and staying for the last 6 months. If we catch little slit smokes over here again, you're losing your apartment, you're losing your housing. He can't be here.
That was my favorite beer back in the day.
Little slit smoke probably gonna still be able to get the vagina, but she gonna stick it out the window. But she definitely ain't bringing little slit smoke in the house to get it because she is not bringing a man in to lose her housing.
No, yes she is, because the housing closed at the office closed at 5. She's gonna come after 7. The office closed at 5. They might work a little late, so come over after 7 o'clock every day and come on in.
Yeah, but you gotta be out here by 5.
But you gotta be out of that. No, you gotta be out of the maintenance. The maintenance get there about 7. So you need to be out by 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock.
Yeah, you gotta go by 5.
He ain't got to be gone, because guess what? If maintenance ain't coming inside of her apartment, they ain't got no way to see him. He in the bed.
Listen. But they got cameras.
What if they decide to do a pop-up inspection though?
That's right.
When you on housing, they're allowed to come in your house and go wherever they want to go.
Nope, they notify you 24 hours. They notify you 24 hours.
Yes, but that still don't mean that still don't mean what I'm trying to get you to see is when it comes to losing that benefit, some people will lose it, but the vast majority of people ain't losing. Tony, people get 5, 6, 8 bedroom houses and in nice neighborhoods under housing and benefit from it. Some people come up and get on their feet and buy them a house through the program. But some people lose their vouchers because of rules that state that you cannot have a man living in the house, which we don't give a damn if it's your baby daddy, your husband, or what. You cannot be on these programs and have a man living in your household. So guess where the baby daddy is? Since I can't be to your house, I'm gonna drop the dick over in this house.
Child, let that dick stay at that house.
But you ain't gonna know. You ain't gonna know.
Let me tell you, Legacy, by now you should know that red motherfucker go down.
Well, TeAma gonna know, but the other woman ain't gonna know.
Them dumb hoes ain't gonna know.
That's why I tell you,
crazy.
Men,
she gonna know.
I tell you, men, listen to me clearly. If she have any private investigation, if she got any private investigation stuff going on, she want to look through your phone and all that other extra shit. Just clear that then.
Hey, Tony, you know what? Legacy be killing my life. You know that? Like, for real, he be killing my life. Yeah, let me tell you.
That invasion of privacy. That invasion of privacy is too much.
Phone in my hand. He left the phone in my hand and he walked the hell away from me. Was gone for a good minute. So let's recap. Listen, Linda.
Who did that?
You did.
Legacy the Great.
She's not my girlfriend.
But
I don't care. She's not my girl.
Girlfriend.
I have that cute, believable, lovable face to where you're going to just entrust her.
That's why you have to have a 28 lettering password.
28 lettering.
Yeah, 28 lettering password.
Means necessary. Lego.
Listen, ain't nobody doing that. That's just so disrespectful. It's just totally disrespectful.
Okay.
Go, you just gonna violate somebody's privacy and go in their phone.
Let me tell you, I'm a violate. Listen, if you having sex with me, I'm violating your phone, your mama phone, your daddy phone, sister, cousin, brother, your kids, every car you think you want to go in and out of. Bitch, I got the VIN number. You know why? Because all these new cars are pushed to start. So when you think you starting and where you ending, bitch, I already know where you at and I'm finna pull up. Next.
That's why I don't want none of them. That's exactly why I don't want none of them. I don't want none of that shit.
Look out.
Listen.
I know that's right.
I don't want none of that. You and the government cannot be tracking me.
Let me tell you, once I know something, and all the rest of that, I'll be like, you know what? Boo Boo Kitty, let me show you how funny. Oh, y'all know I done turned into a full monster. That baby done got up out of me.
But listen, but I wouldn't care because as long as you came home and I'm still able to skeet on that booty, I'm okay.
So done. I am so done. Like all the way done.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
So put his ass.
I almost laid back on that one. Hold on. Oh, Legacy. Oh.
Put his ass in time out, Tony.
He is a whole mess.
He don't care what you listen.
What come out his mouth?
But all I want to say is he'll hand you that phone real quick.
Yeah.
Because I don't have to hide nothing. Tony can look. Y'all can look at the phone. There's nothing wrong with y'all looking. I don't lay down with y'all.
Let me tell
That's
you,
easy to do.
Listen, I'm definitely terrified to look at your phone. I swear to God.
Some might jump out at you.
I swear to God. I'm
not because I want to see. Let me see some. Somebody got some action going on. Let me see something.
I get a recap later.
Wow. This is we got kind of heated up over here.
Hey.
You can't even go to sleep. You go to sleep, you wake up, your phone off from the side of the bed. That's crazy.
But no, let me tell you, I'm a bold soul. I'm not one of the ones. I'm not finna sneak to go on your phone. 9 out of 10, I'm in your face about to punch you and telling you to give me your phone.
Oh, I can see myself experiencing someone in my space.
In your space.
Listen, they're going to book you up under armed robbery.
Because if I want your phone, it's because it's something I done already figured out. And then 9 out of 10.
They're booking you up under armed robbery. They're gonna book you up under armed robbery.
Let me tell you, I could go on record of being so sure to know. Soon as they book me, guess who gonna come bail me out?
You.
I'm not. We're coming.
You think he gonna leave me in jail? You think he gonna leave me in jail?
No.
That's kind of smoke. You think you got a busted window? Okay.
Tony will tell you, we done sit face to face on site. Legacy coming to get me.
Yes.
If you don't bet nothing else, Legacy finna bet the farm. He coming to get TeAma.
I'm gonna try my best to come get all y'all, but if you my woman and you in my space, if you in my space talking about give it to me before I bust your jaw, you need to be handcuffed.
Legacy, you're a midget snitch. You're a little person snitch. You know that? Legacy gonna tell y'all. Better watch out. Legacy gonna tell on y'all ass.
Hey, but listen, I'm so crazy. When I'm mad, y'all be like, call the police. Bitch, I got bond money. Call them.
But when you get the arraignment, and they walk you in, that little pretty face ain't gonna mean nothing. When I see you, soon as I see you walk in, I'm gonna shout, "Oh no, no!" What's wrong with you? I'm scared of her. I need a restraining order right now. The judge is gonna say, take her out for a minute. Take her out. Listen, I'm gonna get an Oscar for the way that I show out in that goddamn courtroom on booking.
But let me tell you, as soon as I get in, jail work real nice on me. I go get my cot, find a bitch with the finest bitch in there, get head on site, play spades all day. What's up? It's a camp I just can't leave.
Oh, well, see, I don't want to go in there. I don't want to go.
My mom was like, you need anything? I said, no, Mom, I'm good. I'm gonna kill your dad. Mom, I'm really good.
Okay.
You got cooch that's gonna be 8. So you got cooch that's gonna be 8. You got canteen. You got phone calls.
Let me tell you, when I was in, man, you couldn't tell me shit. I was straight. I was good. When I tell you, honey, I was good. I played.
That's why Legacy don't put his hand on nobody because
every day.
Cause see, I can't go in there. I can't just go in there and be good. I want to get out, and I don't want to be around Negroes like that all day. Cause I know if you touch me, I catch a life sentence.
Let me tell you, same day they bailed me out of jail, I went right back to the jailhouse for a visitation.
That's crazy.
That's Nicole for your ass.
You tell me you went and visit Munchie. You went and visit Munchie.
Cheriotti, Christina Cheriotti, Bim.
Munchie Chi.
On my Facebook. Bim.
Well, you always gonna bring them in the house.
Seems like we got our own list of problems over here on the A.T.L show. So once again, send us your emails. Send us your emails, folks. Y'all might be answering our issues over here. But
okay.
But long as y'all know, Legacy the Great is coming to get this one out of jail.
Instantly.
Okay.
Instantly. Thank you, Tony.
He's gonna be pulling up with the police officer.
Say what?
She's gonna be pulling in with the police. You're gonna be pulling up at the same time.
With them people.
So while they booking her in, you booking her out. So they're just gonna do the paperwork and just release her to you.
She gonna do 2 nights. She gonna do 2 nights.
I don't believe that for 1 second. Do you, Tony?
Nah, who that is? Yep, our own problem. But I think that's, for me, that is one of the most destructive things it is our government with that, far as that public housing thing. I really can't see if they had the same public housing for like that, which is for everybody, but the vast majority of people that we get to live to see, because I'm pretty sure in certain areas in the United States there are white communities that people are on housing just as much as when you live like they just got a lot better. But
what I'm trying to figure out, I'm over here selling my house because I want a bigger house, and you talking about I could get a whole 8-bedroom house it, and you ain't giving the sister no info
for $2. For $2 a month. I had a friend, and I ain't gonna call her name because TeAma, you know her. She used to go in her. She said, "Girl, rent due." They have to move them sofa cushions. And said, "Oh, here goes 75 cents. Got my rent money."
I'm done.
A.T.L ho.
I am done.
Yes.
I was in utter shock. She said, "Girl, my rent due," and moved them sofa cushions. And when digging through the cushions, it said, "Got my 75 cents for my rent."
And I'm over here spending the full $17.75.
But let me ask you a question, Savage. Is she off of it now?
Yes.
So she's doing better.
Yes. Oh, this is about my daughter's 17. This is about 17 years ago, 16 years ago. No, 18 years ago. It was 18 years ago. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Her kids grown now. Well, one of them not, but most of her kids grown now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But my
thing about the system is the system was created to assist people.
Yeah.
But people get comfortable and they get lazy and they milk the system for everything it's got. It irks me to my core to ride past the projects and see these hoes pulling out in Mercedes and Jaguars.
Yeah.
But you got
That's the same-
25
that's
cent,
the
$2 rent. But you pulling
That's
out
the
in
same thing.
Jaguars.
Listen, with what Anya just said, that's what you know. I have family members. I've had police officers. I've been to jail. Like I said, I've been to prison for drugs, and I've had officers tell me that the thing that irked them more than anything is they know they get up every day and put their life on the line, you know, and they're working. But their issue is with drugs is that it's like you're thumbing you tooting your nose up at them when you ride by in these, like I say, Benzes and BMWs, Audis, Audi cars, all the candy painted rim, and then the vast majority of us didn't have, you know, a job. But you fresh every day and you ride good every day, and they themselves barely making $36,000 a year as an officer, and they riding in a Altima, which ain't never wrong with Altima because that's one of my favorite cars. But they feel like because they putting themselves on the line every day, that they themselves should be living that life that you got. And I understand what all you say how she felt when she rolled by, and she's living a nice middle class life, middle class everything. Here it is, you're living in housing or in the projects, and you paying $2 rent, but you ride in a $80,000 vehicle.
D-Lo said they make it bad for people who really need it.
Let me tell you, all they need to do is let me live on housing for 1 year. Do you know how plush my bank account will look for real, for real?
Well, in the 90s, TeAma, when Clinton ran for president for those 8 years, Clinton had a plan that if you was receiving housing or in those, you had 4 years. You had to go to school, get a degree, and if you were not on schedule, you was automatically kicked off of the program. The program that Clinton had once he did his 8 years went away because the program was still intact until Bush got in the office, and removed that because Clinton had done put it into policy to where after 4 years and you getting assistance like that, they felt like you should have been elevated in those 4 years and not having to pay rent.
Because also what Clinton was also doing was he was paying for you to go to school. So that's why a lot of girls went to school for their CNA, LPN, or their RN, because the government was paying for it. You know, so now you went to school and got your 2-year degree as a registered nurse. Now you're making $50,000 a year, but it took you 2 years. So the government gave you 4 years, but you finished a 2-year program, so you set.
You should have been, and that's how a lot of women got up like that. But guess what? They did not offer that same structure to the black man.
What they did offer for the black man was if you were, let's say, 17, or let's say you was.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
If you was between 15 and 17, living in your mom's house, and your mom was getting public assistance, they paid for you to go to a trade school, a technical school.
D-Lo said people like me who are disabled and can't work really need it because it's hard because the people who be I guess he meant to say flogging.
Some possibility. I feel like it should be an expiration time on that when you are living like, you know, in those situations, because if it's an ongoing continuation process, there's no need and no hurry to get, you know, a great job to benefit your household. You have nothing to worry about when you ain't, all you know is $250 at the end of every month or take care of you to another, another month.
But if you
imagine things that a boyfriend seen and then the boyfriend was a dope boy giving them $500 a month.
A month, you need to slap yourself if bitch your savings ain't stacked up. Man, come on.
If we, TeAma, right now, TeAma, if we went through the country right now and did a sweep and ask you for 5 years, do a sweep of 5 years and say how much money a woman has saved up in 5 years from being on this system without a man in their house. I guarantee you, if it's 2.5 million women that get this assistance, I guarantee you 2 million of them ain't got no stacked savings like you say.
That's a shame.
Would be get housing, and the crazy thing is, I only know of 2 men. I'm talking about 2 men that I know that have been able and afforded this opportunity. I had a nephew named Wani. Because he was a vet. They gave him housing off of that. And somebody else I know, they people get housing because that person had custody of their child and the government gave it to them. So, but the vast majority of men, we can't go and get no goddamn housing. What you mean? You're a man. You should be able to do. Come on, man. Come on now. We talking about all is equal. All is equal. I wanted to bring some up to y'all. I'm glad we on the show. Let me ask y'all. I was watching this this little snippet the other day, and it's a young lady who has gotten together with other young female athletes and have drawn up petitions about having to compete against transgender males or transgender women, and it bothers me because it's like a double-edged sword to me, because these are going to be the same people that rally and say transgenders should not be treated any differently. If they want to live their lives as women, then they should be able to live their lives as women. But then you have an issue when you have to compete against these transgender women in your sport. So how do you rectify that? How is it that you want something for the transgender, but you want them to be classified as women? But when you classify them as women and then they come into your sport and start dominating, how do you have a problem with it?
I don't think the transgender women should be allowed to compete.
They women. You can't 1 minute want them to be looking like to be treated as a woman and respected as a woman, but then say, no, you need to be in a man's sport. You can't do that. That's double standards.
I'm on your team this time, Legacy. You talking with bitch. Cheers.
The girl, you crazy.
Because I feel that a transgender woman, internally, you still have the strength of a man. Mm-hmm. So if you're competing against women, that's a man body internally competing against a girl.
But hold
on, T, hold on, baby. I got it. So is it okay for a transgender woman to go in a woman's bathroom and piss?
I would say yes, and I'm gonna tell you why.
You see what you're doing? What you're doing, Tony? What you're doing is saying. What you're doing is saying. But she internally.
Let me tell you why first, please.
Internally, he's still a dude, like you said. Internally. So that trans. You're basically saying that I need to respect this person as a woman. treat them with respect and everything, give them all their rights as a woman this way, but then you want to take one thing from them and say, but because you once was a man, you don't need to be in a woman's sport. Stop it.
No, now are you gonna let me tell
Now
now?
that's misogynist.
Are you gonna let me tell why now?
You got the floor, Mr. Tony Brown.
Thank you. As far as sports are concerned, see some people misunderstand what transgender is. Transgender is how I see myself. It's not how it's not okay. So I could be this and still say I'm a woman. It's how I see me. It's not how you see me. You know what I'm saying? So it's not me putting on nails, fake hair, a drag, a wig, a lace front, you know, and then I'm saying, okay, I'm trans. No, trans is how I see myself, how I see, you know, how I feel. So if I feel that I'm a woman, I'm a woman. It's not how you see me. So what I'm saying is because of the fact that internally she's still a man because she still has the testosterone and everything as a man, the strength of a man, everything, and some still even have the penis. They just visually look like a girl. So for that reason, I said I think they should not play sports against a female because they still have the strength and the endurance of a man, which gives them the upper edge. Let me finish. Which gives them the upper edge. The reason why I say yes, they could go into a woman's bathroom is because externally they look like a female, and I wouldn't want them to go into a male's restroom looking like a female. And now you got the. Let me finish. Sit on back. Sit back. Sit back. And going into a male's restroom and looking like a female. Now there's a conflict in that restroom between them and the other person. Whereas if they go into a female restrooms are individually partitioned off with a door. So even if someone clock their T and say, "Oh, that's a man," or "That's a dude," they're still in the privacy of their own little corners. It's not like a men's restroom where you have a urinal where you're standing next to a man and I can see you and you can see me. No, women, they have individual bathrooms with individual doors, so everybody has privacy. So even if I'm in there as a trans, fully dragged out, lace front, nails, hair, and everything, looking like a girl, but you clocked that I'm a man, you don't see me and I don't see you. So we still have our privacy. So that's why I say that.
I hear you, but you can't. So let me ask you this question: if a female wants to play football in the NFL, and that's an all-male sport, why is it such a problem when they say no, she can't enter into it because most women don't play NFL football? Why is it okay for a woman to infiltrate that sport? And if men say no, it's a problem. But if a transgender infiltrate a woman's sport, you have an issue with it because it is a man.
Well, I didn't know that women couldn't play NFL.
But no, it's not a policy that say that they can't. What I am saying is, would you look at that as being wrong for them infiltrating a male sport as a woman, knowing that this has been dominated and ruled and been gladiated for years by nothing but man? And here's this one woman who decides that, hey, I want to try for the NFL, and everybody tell her no. Would you consider that? Would you consider that bias then, Tony?
No. I don't think she should be allowed because
they would have you may not, but guess what? The whole United States of women would be in an uproar if you told them no, that is an all boys sport. They would be in an uproar.
Can I say why she shouldn't be allowed to play in the NFL?
I thought you was over there getting it now.
No, I'm not. Legacy. Let me say this. That's why my camera's off. Thank you. Let me say this. I don't believe that she's able to compete in the NFL. I'm gonna tell you why. Because like Tony was saying earlier, She's a woman in a female-dominated sport. There's nothing but men, and those men hurt each other. So, what do you think that a man would do to a woman who has smaller bones, weaker bone? A man falling on top of a woman, hitting the woman would probably kill her.
Right.
So I don't think she should be able to be in football because that would probably kill that woman. Take her out of there.
I played ball and I respect what you're saying, Donnell. But just because me, you, Tony, maybe TeAma and Savage may agree that shouldn't be over. But if a woman really wanted to participate in the NFL and she was told no, you would see a women's movement that, guess what, that will get her a spot on a team, because guess what, they do not want a sexual lawsuit saying that you infringed on her right to participate in a game.
Okay, so what happened? So what happens? So what happens when she?
You had a female that played football, but guess what? When she got hurt, next week you saw what? Cheerleading.
Yes,
right.
Correct.
Right.
She did. She did. Right. But we're talking about what I'm saying is, Tony, we're basing this not off of a little girl. That did happen. But we're basing this off of women who are athletic and can compete in every facet of the sport with a man, because they are out there. They're out there.
Except for the strength.
They have their own league, and you have some women that do want to try for the NFL because they feel that they can deal with the dynamic. But I don't think it's right for you to be able to tell them no, they can't try out. The same way I don't think it's fair for you to say it's okay for a transgender to be respected as a woman, treated as a woman, and respected as a woman, and then turn around and tell her that you can't participate in women's sports. That's crazy.
No, that's not crazy. I'm gonna tell you.
I think I would agree with Legacy all the way around the board. Lord.
Really? Why
Y'all
though?
must be freezing over right now.
But why though? I don't think that a trans woman should be able to compete with cisgender women, because, like Tony said, they're strong. You're still strong. You still got man muscles. You still got man.
All the hormones that break down all of that.
No, it doesn't though. It doesn't take them all away. It doesn't take them 100% away. You still gonna have some of that man in there.
Witnessed a straight ass whooping by a person that back in the days when they was a boy, you couldn't drag their ass like that. Now that they done took them hormones, they ass got dragged all over West Palm. So,
well, see, long as they have their balls, they still have testosterone running.
Because testosterone is in the balls.
Doesn't testosterone affect people differently? Like it might do this to one person, but something else to another person?
Yes, some women have more testosterone. When you see women with like beards and little mustaches, it's because their body produces more testosterone than estrogen.
Man.
I swear I should have had a beard or some shit the way I act.
It's very dumb.
I'm just saying.
But right now, this is getting ready to go before the legislation, and these are some of the things that transgender young lady lawyer is going to argue. And right now, the vast majority of people are leaning toward letting transgender men or women play in these women's sports, because you got the same people who lobby for transgenders to be considered as women and to be respected as women, because that's how they live their life, that's how they feel. But they're not going to be allowing people to put them in a box and say, okay, all transgender women need to play here. We need to make a transgender track and field. We need to make a transgender wrestling team. They're not going to do it.
But they should.
Because then you are sectioning them off and still not treating them as women. You're treating them as...
You can't say that, Legacy. You can't say that, Legacy. You can't say that, Legacy, because there are gay football teams, gay basketball, gay baseball, gay... So you can't say that. It's the same thing.
What gay basketball team you know of, Donnell?
I know a few that there's actually basketball leagues here in Texas.
What professional team you know?
They don't have to be professional. I'm just talking about leagues. They have leagues.
No, I'm not talking about leagues, Donnell. We're not talking about a league.
Why are you yelling? I'm talking to you very calm.
I'm talking about money-wise. Because those folks play those sports to become millionaires, to become the best at what they do so that they can get paid off of their craft.
But I don't think it's fair. I'm sorry. I'm never gonna think that's fair.
It's literally
As long as you still, if you still have your penis and your balls, I don't think it's fair. I'm sorry. Now,
So
if
then
you
why,
have
hold on.
gone all the,
Well, why
if
they
you
still,
gone
hold
now,
on, hold on.
if you've gone all the way through the process and you cut out everything off, go ahead, do your thing, because you no longer have a penis, you no longer have balls. They are gone.
Testicles.
So
Testicles, yeah.
basically, Don Allen, you're saying to me that until they do that process, I shouldn't have to respect them as a woman then.
Oh no, I respect them because I respect you at whatever you feel
You
like
can't
you
have
are.
it both
That's
ways,
not what I'm
baby. You
saying.
can't have it
That's
both
not what I'm
ways.
saying. That's not what I'm saying,
That
Legacy.
is what you're
If you would
saying.
stop screaming over me and actually listen and let me get my point across, then you'll know what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is, I respect you. Whatever you feel, whatever pronoun you feel like you want to be called, I will call you that and I will respect you as that. But my thing is, when it comes to if I got a daughter playing in school and you playing against my daughter and you still have testicles and a penis, I don't want you playing against my daughter because I don't
Then
feel
take
that
your
it's a
daughter.
fair shake
Then take your
against
daughter.
my daughter. My daughter is
Then
not going to have a
take
fair
your
shake
daughter
against you.
out of the sport. Take your daughter out of the
But
sport.
why should I have to do that if
Because
she was
they're
in there
here.
before you got in
Because
there?
they're here. They're here now. And I
Okay,
don't
they
want to
can
see
be
you
what
over
they
there.
want to be. I have nothing
I don't
against
want to see
trans.
you
I
in the
love
rally.
trans people. I
I
have
don't want to
trans
see you in
friends.
the rally talking about let her be girl. Let her be girl. Let her be girl. And then you turn around because she power slam your daughter on the wrestling mat. And that's a man. And that's a man. No, we don't want to hear that shit. Either you're going to respect her
Oh
as a
my
woman.
Lord.
Either you're
I
going to
do
respect her
respect.
as a
It
woman.
has nothing to do with respect, Legacy. It has
What it
absolutely
got to
nothing
do
to do with respect.
What it
It
got
has
to do with?
absolutely nothing to do with respect.
What does it have to do
You
with?
feel like if you yell and scream and fuss that you just feel
I
like
don't,
you just the
this is
one
what
today.
I do every
Can you
day,
not
Don
just
Allen.
talk like
I
a regular
feel
human
I
being
do
this
this
on
and have
every
a
day.
regular conversation?
I do this every day. So this is how I talk, period.
Jasmine.
You said what
I do
now?
this every day.
You
We're
said
gonna,
what now? Tell
we're
me.
gonna,
I'm gonna reach out to Jasmine and Savon to see can they join us on Friday.
yes, we're gonna save this
I'm real
because
interested
we're reaching the end of the show, so we're gonna save this for further discussion on Friday.
Y'all,
Chatting with friends, we could add that to the discussion. It's been wonderful. It's been beautiful. I want to thank Don Allen for coming on tonight, for sharing your time with us, your evening. I really appreciate you, Don Allen.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Always, my beautiful TeAma. Kiss and say hello to Tyson for me.
I will. And tomorrow we will know his full name because I'm gonna go do his birth certificate.
Okay.
Officially.
So yes, thank you, TeAma. Thank you, T Savage. Thank you, Mr. Fashionista, Mr. Legacy the Great. As always, my beautiful co-host and everything for being here. I appreciate you all, but definitely, guys, again, definitely hit the subscribe button and definitely tune in on Friday at 9 o'clock. It's going to be lit. Y'all thought this conversation got off the chain real quick? Come back Friday. It's going
I
to
can't
be.
wait to Friday. You and Don Allen ain't gonna have friends on Friday.
Okay.
That's fine.
Friday is going to be off.
Our legacy is the right side
Dang.
of the line, though.
I like fair is fair.
That's not fair though. But we'll wait till
Friday.
Friday.
Today is Tuesday, guys.
We'll wait till Friday.
Yes, Friday.
Roll it for Friday.
Do it Friday.
Savage.
Yo.
Give it to him, baby.
A.T.L. ho.